Good evening, Central Indiana, and welcome to JTH Construction Studio. We're live. Porch time. It's been a little bit.
It has.
It's been a minute or two. It's been a busy week, and we'll get to that. Hello,
Crazy.
Nicole. All right, real quick, let me talk about sponsors. Once again, we are live at JTH Construction Studio. Get on to Joe for all your construction needs. 765-913-8599. He's been busy over there putting gaddies back together.
Oh, what happened there?
Well, that's when the tornado went through.
Oh, right.
So they're this close to getting open full time.
Oh, good.
American Basement Solutions, Mr. Larry Ralph Sr., 1-877-409-2837. Larry, I know somebody wants you to call him, so I'll give you Lori's number later.
That would be me, Larry.
Bowden Real Estate, Teresa Messmer, 765-341-8911. Wellspring, that's Mr. Bob Goodrum's group, 765-346-6661. If you have stuff you want to drop off, clothes and things like that, it's either the Red Barn or Wellsprings you want to take it to. They do the most work for the homeless in our community, and God love them for doing it. The Yard Barber, contract Andrew Payton at 765-318-4108. Look at his work. It speaks for itself. He does excellent work. Wayman's Furniture, Appliance, and Mattress. Give Mark a call at 765-342-4339. Livewire, Tommy Walls, 765-792-4012. He just sponsors everything in town. We love him.
Don't you love those people?
Yes, we do. Stitz Comfort System. Thank God for Stitz Comfort System right now. 765-346-0195. Get a ductless unit like one we have here. I've seen them now around town in different areas.
You like that?
Love it.
Oh, God, I got to get
Keeps
one.
this whole end of the house cool. Because
Really?
This is a big house. I mean, it's basically two. And he put a unit in there, a new unit, but it still cannot keep up with as big as this house is. Mm-hmm. We installed this one about 2 years ago. Love it. Love it.
They look really nice.
Yeah, they're very nice. Mm-hmm. Logan's Cosmos, 765-318-3388. There's Kayla. Hey, then, Kayla. Perfect Timing, Hometown Nutrition. Don't forget our gals down there at 765-315-0738. Protein shakes, iced coffees, boosted teas, and smoothie. They're down in Dallas or San Antonio. They're in Texas. How about that? Drink the Creek, Cedar Creek starts back up this weekend, and I've got my sheep buried to tell you, but not been out there. Go out there and watch good. I'll get the concert later. Sorry, guys. All right, but first, this Saturday, it rolls around.
It does.
Lori Lindberg from Artie Fest.
We're back downtown.
Joins us in the studio, and we're downtown again this year.
Yep, we are back downtown.
And you're happy.
Yes, we are very happy to be back downtown.
That's where it originated. Mm-hmm, West Middle and downtown, so or whatever it's called over there now. So.
Bell or something.
Yeah, wooden intermediate.
I went to school in ancient days, so I can't remember.
Right. Did you go to West?
I didn't go to elementary. I just went to my last year of middle school and high school in Martinsville.
Was it the old high school or the new high school?
I went to the old high school until we were the second class to graduate, the class of 78 from the new school. 77 graduated first.
Yeah, my brother was 81, so he was the third or fourth. So I think he was the first full class to go to the school.
Oh, yeah, from freshman through.
Yeah, my older brother.
Yeah. Cool.
Anyway, big weekend, Artie Fest.
Yes.
Kicks off there. I believe there's a run, which I will not be participating in. But
the 5K.
I'm jumping at you here early, but
I think this is our 18th Artie Fest or something.
Yeah, seriously?
I think we started in 2005.
Really?
So,
has it been that long?
Yeah, because I've been with it for 10 years, and I started in 2015 when I moved back to Indiana. So. We're pushing
18 years.
I think it's been around that, maybe.
That doesn't
or close, yeah.
You're doing, Jason. That doesn't even seem right.
We've given away, probably we're pushing 20,000 in scholarship.
Nick graduated in 2001, so.
Oh, I'm not going to tell you when I graduated. It was ancient days. That's all I'm going to say.
I was 85, so.
I was in the 70s. So.
Yeah, my brother's 81, so.
Oh, dear. The days of bad fashion.
Right.
Really awful colors for your kitchen.
And some serious hair.
Oh, God. So this year, we're down to one day. I can't say we're down to one day. We're just condensing it. So, it's just
you're putting a lot of stuff going on in a short amount of time.
One day, yeah. So yeah, the 5K is first at 7:00. So we've got a number of people already signed up. So it would be great if we hit 100 runners, but I think we're already, for some reason, people just want to go through self-torture. Now, and it's hotter than heck right now.
Oh, I know, but I mean, it won't be as bad as in the morning, but
no, because they start running with the chickens.
And isn't the route basically the parade route from the fall foliage or something like that?
Pretty close.
That's how it normally is.
You have to cut, and you go around the high school.
Yeah,
and then come back in around down Washington again.
I agree with that, Nick.
We have our craft fair like we have every year, which is always a great craft fair. And it's going to be back where it was, around the old courthouse. And so that's really cool. We've got a couple of clogger, some dance groups. But of course, Rob is manning the music.
At the
which
venue.
Is great, at the venue. And so we're roughly all around the square. That's most of the focus. But for the music, you go to the venue.
I know, and I've got that list, and I got to find it now.
And there will be alcohol; it will be available, just to let you know. But we have to.
That's kind of new.
Jill Keller is going to be dealing with that, so we love Jill. She's great. I love her little hotel, and so it's just a great.
Michelle
place.
Keller.
Michelle Keller.
Michelle Keller. I was like, wait a minute, Jill Keller.
Not Jill. That was our teacher.
Yes.
Was she a teacher?
Yeah,
oh my God! I'm still remembering Mrs. That's pretty incredible. Lord have mercy, help me. Lots of stuff for the kids. Lots of stuff. We have the kiddie train, starts at 11. What else do we have? Chalk art contest. It's always popular. But this year we're bringing in Adzuk's puppets. They're doing 2 puppet shows. So bring your kids to that. One is at 11:30. The other one's at 1. So they look to be about 45 minutes a piece, and then they're going to take a break. In between. At 12:00 is Touch a Truck, and it's bigger and better than it was last year. And last year I thought it was pretty awesome. They're having Bounce Town, and that opens, so you can come in and pay your.
Now, is that Mr. Sears?
No, it's not Nick.
Is it the Greencastle group again?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So that'll be Bounce Town. We have a face painter, and we have more cloggers. So if you are into clogging, come to Artie Fest at 10:00 and then again at noon. Adzuk's plays again at 1:00. We have the Elite Dance and Acrobatics at 2, and then music starts. There's the first one is at 3. Cornhole registration begins at 4, so we'll have a big cornhole tournament. We have 2 classes this year, so you can be either a like a professional, I guess you would be considered if you've got a lot of cornhole experience. We also will have a class that's amateur in that sense.
That would be me.
Yeah, I'm not very good at that either.
So what's it cost for the amateur? 30 a team?
No, I think it's free. The only one that's it might be $5, but I think it's free. And the only one that we really, is the kind of semi-professional competition, an entry fee. And then.
But here's the bad thing about that. There are some extremely talented pros and former pros in this area of cornhole. Mm-hmm. And I know they'll go to events like this and just dominate.
Yeah.
And I've seen it when it first did it at the fair. And I play, and I'm not bad. I play once a year. And I'm not bad. But there's guys that play and are ranked nationally.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
And they show up at the fairgrounds, and you're like,
wow.
Okay, I'm going home. Because this is going to be embarrassing. And they're extremely good.
I guess that's how they make their living.
Yeah, they go play tournaments.
Wow, that's pretty incredible.
They win money.
I know Chuck, actually, who's on our board, Chuck Smith. His brother
Sherman is extremely good.
Yeah, he's really a talented dude. That's totally true.
He won't hit the board. He'll just put it directly in the hole. I'm like, Chuck never hits the board. Or Sherman never hits the board. What do you mean? He goes straight in the hole every single
there it goes.
time. 4 in a row, 8 in a row, 12 in a row. He's extremely good.
Wow. Yes, I have heard. Yes, that's true. Well, if you want to play cornhole, you need to be there by 4:00 because registration begins at 4:00. There is a nominal fee for the entry fee, which I think is $15. Okay. And then we have Rose O'Neill. She's playing.
I got the music thing for you.
Don't miss her. She's so good.
I'm with Nick. I'm a fat guy. We need to know what kind of food you got before we go to music.
Gosh, we have Gather Round Barbecue is going to be there.
Kevin Green.
And we have another vendor they've been to Artie Fest before.
Los Reyes bringing the taco truck.
Yes, they're bringing the taco truck.
I'm talking about.
So, yes, Carlos, I love yummy. And we've got the guy Daniel who comes every year.
Elephant Ears.
Yes, he's our elephant-ear.
Yeah, Davis.
That kind of thing. Gosh, he's so good. So we'll have some good, kind of your standard variety. Now, is English toffee
back? Remember when you guys first did this? They used to make the school English toffee.
Oh, well, yeah. I wish we could make that, but we don't have anybody on our board that has that recipe.
Oh, that was the best.
I know. That was the bomb. Man, I remember that totally.
All right, starting at 3 p.m.
Anyway, so
at the venue, you got Phil Purley Trio.
Yeah.
Then at 4:30, you have Rose O'Neill. Then at 6 o'clock, you got Main Street, and that's Tommy Fiddlery and Company. Mm-hmm. And then 7:30, you have Deadline.
Yeah.
So it's 3 o'clock to 9, basically. It's going to be music.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
At the venue downtown.
Yes, and there will be beer and wine.
Cedar Creek.
No, it's whatever
Stan's got over there.
Miss Keller gives us.
Oh, Michelle. Yeah.
She's catering it. So we love Michelle.
I should.
And so the entertainment's going to be over by 9 o'clock. And pretty much, Artie Fest is going to be just this one day. We don't know that we're going to expand it again. It was very expensive to.
With COVID and everything you had going through, it was a tough couple of years. And I remember last year, I got out there not really late, but it was a tough day for you.
Yeah.
And we talked a little bit, and that was one of your options was getting back downtown, getting back to start, and going one day again. And hopefully that'll be more receptive for you.
I think it's great. We're also going to have a sidewalk sale. Not all the merchants, but a lot of the merchants on the square are going to have a sidewalk sale. Yeah. We actually have a map this year because since we have the venue and you have to go off basically the square to get to the entertainment, we made a map that shows you where the different businesses that are participating in the sidewalk sale are, where all the things that are happening are on it. Of course, it shows you where the bathrooms are. It's always very important for me when you get to my age.
That's major.
I don't know about you guys, but especially if I'm drinking beer or something. And then, so we have that map, and it's really a great one. And of course, we have to, thank our sponsors. Shields Designs is our diamond sponsor this year. They have so come through. They produce such great quality products. They actually did some work for Ian Cummins. That was just fantastic. So we love them. And we have specific event sponsors, like for the kids' activities and things like that. Ivy Tech is one. They've been a major sponsor of ours for almost a decade, I think. And we have, of course, the City of Martinsville. We have them to thank for the use of the venue. And of course for Rob and him,
RD Productions,
great entertainment and stuff, and Ray Skillman, Hoosier Report, such a great sponsor too. And our logistics sponsors are people that really help us with keeping the lights on and that kind of thing. And so we can't tell you how much we appreciate the Source, because that's where we meet. That's where the Artie Fest committee meets, and such a great little working space. Duke Energy is another one. Neil and Summers, the Morgan County Foundation. We have a couple new ones. Bennett Realty this year, and of course Baird is back again, even though they used to sponsor, of course, the Friday night movie. But they have remained a great sponsor.
They lost the roof during the tornado, and they've come back. So
yes, amazing. We also had a really great little group of what we call, it's a new group, we call it our $100 Club. We found that people want to help. They really want to help, but they just can't they don't have quite some of the money power that some of the other places
Sure.
have, right? But we really had a number of them. Dr. Tavel, and My School Options is one. CERTA, because they're trying to, especially around where I live in Plainfield, we have a connector that connects public transportation to all the jobs around the airport and to the airport area. Leaf Guard, of course, who's always there, and of course Sydney and Girlfriends
On the square.
Oh my gosh, they're just great, such great people. Great when you walk out their doors. The Martinsville Candy Kitchen, we got to thank them, and Krypton Comics. We've had just a number of people.
Mr. Singer,
really good, yeah. And
he's back on the square now too.
Oh yeah, so we just have such a great group of people that have come to support us this year, welcome us back. So sidewalk sale is a big deal. That's why
the community always steps up downtown when there's something going on. The businesses are really good about, hey, we'll support you and we'll come out and we'll make sure we got stuff going on.
So get the map. You can also see it on our webpage, actually on our webpage, and on our Facebook page. And you can see all of the events and when they're happening. You'll see all of our sponsors, and you'll get the map. And you can see who has all the sales for the wonderful.
So you can shop a little bit, get something to eat, go do this, do that, craft fair.
Always fun.
That's fun stuff.
Yeah. So it's still the same old Artie Fest. I just wrote 2 checks, one for $1,000. They each have them for $1,000 to Indiana University to pay our last year's recipients of the scholarships. And so we've given away now almost $20,000.
That's magnificent.
To Martinsville students to go to college. And we also have the building trades scholarship that's coming this year. So we have a building trades scholarship. And
the people that come support the show, support the stuff, this is what it goes to.
Yep. This is what it goes to. So your money to the face painter, your money to Bounce-Town, all of those kinds of things, your entry fees to cornhole, that's what it all goes to. And our sponsors pay for a great deal of it too.
That's awesome. If I wanted to be a sponsor, how would I get a hold of you? If someone, business or individual, wanted to be a sponsor of the program, where can they go to get a hold of you and say, hey, I want to be involved?
You can go to the Artie Fest website, which is artiefest.org and ORG, and Artie Fest is all one word, ARTIEFEST.org. And you can find on there all the information that you need to become a sponsor. And all of that. So
that's good stuff there. I thought you dropped off, or somebody dropped off something like that for me, but I don't know. Can you tell I might have misplaced it in here somewhere in this jumble? Beth hates me.
I don't know. It doesn't look that bad, I don't think.
Oh, Beth would be nuts right now. So I just left a meeting with her. So
great.
yeah. And so if they wanted to be a sponsor, if they wanted to be a volunteer, all that, they can go on that site.
Yes, and in fact, if you want to volunteer on Saturday, we can still use you.
I was going to say, you always need volunteers.
Especially at the venue, because we have this stuff called alcohol there. 21 or over here in the state of Indiana to drink alcohol. Right. So we need people to monitor and make sure that nobody that special space.
Yeah. Now, normally they have whoever's serving it checks IDs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that helps.
But yes. But, sometimes the laws are funky and you can't.
Oh, yeah.
You got to keep it all isolated in one space.
Oh, yeah. Got to stay within the ropes.
We all have cooties or something. It's like, I'm just having a beer. I don't have cooties.
Yeah, that magical orange rope's going to keep the alcohol on that side. When the guy across the street, his house, sitting on the front porch drinking a rum. But, that's all right.
Right. Exactly.
I'm not mad at him. He's not allowed to do the cornhole tournament.
We just show up. Yes, you
do. No, he's not allowed.
Oh!
Joe is not allowed.
Joe, did you hear that?
Joe,
I didn't say that.
No, look. Joe's a good friend of mine. And he's not only a good friend, but he's a great friend of the show. Whenever we do events or anything, he's always asked, what do you need? What can I have? And, how can I help? he enters our golf tournament, which we do for scholarships every year, our golf event.
Right on, yay!
And he's there every year. Well, this year Joe doesn't show up. Joe can't go, but he's going to put a team in it. In the golf tournament, in the golf outing.
How'd you do that, Joe?
He pays for a team, and he puts them in there, and he's out of state or out of county or out of country. I don't know where he's at. But this team he brings in is all ringers, and they dominate and win the whole thing. So, I'm like, so that's my point. He can't do the cornhole tournament now. But
oh, yes, you can show up, Joe, and you can register, but now you have to bring a couple of teams.
Right. Joe, do you have a team, or what? Are you coming solo, or what are you looking for? I mean, I'm not saying I'm good, but there's a chance we could win it, Unless Sherman shows up, and then all bets are off.
Yeah, he's not going to be there this year. We found that out. So
that's good. Yeah, but there are others. There are others in town.
That Rick Ogden, I heard, is a really good, and he's in my class. Yeah. I know Rick. That he's pretty good at the old cornhole.
Bringing a team. Well, I'll stay in. I'll stay in the novice league. Then let him win the major one.
Well, we'll see you there, Joe.
What time does he need to be there by?
Let's see. Registration starts, I think, at 4:00 for the cornhole. Yes, it does. So
4:00, Joe.
4:00, and then it'll start. Play will probably start, I think, at 5.
Joe's a good man. He's a good man. He does a lot for the community, quietly too. He doesn't.
Great.
A lot of fanfare. But yeah, he's done a lot for Porch Time and us.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
Oh, now he's talking smack. I'm calling Sherman Smith when I get off here.
Yes. Yeah. Well, of course, he's Chuck has always had to deal with that when he comes. So, oh God. Yeah.
It's gonna be a good day for you. Hopefully,
I think it'll be a great time.
Have you seen the weather at all? I'm gonna check real quick.
It's gonna be hot.
Well, I mean, I don't think it's gonna be as hot as today and tomorrow.
Go to Wally World and get one of those water bottles that has a fan.
Yes.
Okay, and get some batteries because they're a godsend. I gotta tell you, they're cheap. But get a few so you have backup in case one of them falls apart. But
89, so it's going to be 10 degrees cooler than it will be tomorrow.
Yeah.
And maybe a little bit of rain in the morning, they're saying, but that's all right.
Yeah.
We can deal with that. Runners like it when
they do. And if you want to, register for the 5K, I'm there. I'm getting up with the chickens. So I'll take registration. It opens at 7. We've got a whole bunch of people running this year. For some reason, everybody wants to kill themselves and go crazy early in the morning.
Way too early, and it's too
than
hot.
Hades out and run.
Do me a favor though, for those listening and paying attention. Don't drive around the yellow barriers, the roadblocks, because I was on the Fall Foliage Board, and I'm part of the 4th of July board, and I've stood road guard right down here every year for the 4th of July parade, and people will literally pull up and move the barricades while the parade's coming.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't do that. It's 5 minutes of your time. Sit there and wait.
Be a team player.
Yeah.
And we do have somebody who goes around at the end of the run when everybody's gone through the space and everything, and they have their truck and they pick up the barricades,
and it's
do
quick
it all at once. It goes pretty fast. So but so we're back. Come down to the square. We'll be there all day.
So what kicks off after the run? What kicks off first? 9 o'clock or something like that? Or
the first thing it's pretty much we've got the craft fair starts at 9.
There you go. That's what I figured.
And then that's when pretty soon after that, an hour after that, starts car show.
And where's the car show, out on the square?
It's going to be on Jefferson. Overflow goes on to Washington a bit because the 5K will be done by then. And I think we're going to have this. I really tried this year to get a couple of my Cummins cars there because I have 5 race cars in my collection. Cummins, plus he tested the diesel engine and used the Indy 500 as a test track. You do what you got to do.
When you got that kind of pull, you can.
I know.
Yeah.
But
hey, I'm going to use your track, Mr. George. At
we
that
have
point in
the
time.
1952 pole sitter was a diesel. Did you know that?
I did not know who drove
Yes. Freddie Agavation.
it. Really?
Yes.
I would never guess that.
Yes,
52.
it was a diesel. It was Cummins' car. I have that car in my collection.
Do you really?
I do.
Is it in Plainfield or is it at Columbus?
It's in Columbus, yeah.
That's magnificent.
I don't own it, Cummins owns it.
I was going to say, you keep saying my collection. Let's be clear.
It's my collection.
Yeah.
You
pull the strings on it, but yeah. But if he wants to give me the keys, I'm going for a drive. He's going to go for a drive.
Yeah. Well, yeah. We had Mario Andretti drive it. When the company turned 100, we had all 5 of our race cars at the brickyard.
Sure.
And had them right there at the line of brick, right? So the yard of brick. And that was great. Beautiful pictures. And then last year, Mario Andretti drove it on the parade lap.
Did he really?
Uh-huh.
Pre 500, not the brickyard, but
yeah, the morning of the race. Yeah.
Yeah, that's magnificent.
Yeah.
For one, you got Mario in it, and two, it's the diesel.
It was so cool having him in the Heritage Center.
Yeah. How long has it been since the diesels actually ran the track? Do we know?
Oh, well, that was the last one.
1952. I was going to say.
It was the pole sitter. It broke 138 miles an hour.
They do that.
Time.
They do that in pit lane now.
Woo-hoo, I know. I'm like, gee whiz, we thought that was fast.
Yeah. People don't realize how fast those cars are going.
I know.
Even sitting in the grandstands are just. But I always go down to the pits or get as close to the pits and watch them come in, and they're doing the same speeds that we're doing on the interstates as they're entering the pits, hitting the brakes, and getting new tires on in 7 seconds.
Boom.
Yeah, and you're like, okay, that'd be like trying to stop on the interstate, 7 seconds, change 4 tires, and get going again at 200 miles. Yeah, at 200 miles an hour in less than 20 seconds, start to finish.
Pretty amazing.
Not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Well, that's very cool.
Yeah.
So
we have a great relationship with the IMS, so they and the IMS museum.
That's very cool.
It's always great to so we show our cars up there, and they let us maintain.
So next
cars that they own.
Artie Fest next year, get one of them cars down here.
Well, I'm going to try to do that. I also have a 1938 Cadillac that belonged to Clessy, 7,000 pounder. That car is a tank, and I also have a Clessy bought from the Auburn Motor Company 5 Auburns that were. We have one that's left. That's a also 1935, and it was a line of taxis testing to power a taxi.
Right.
So I have a beautifully restored Auburn 1935.
That's magnificent. How you doing, Keaton? Well, it's a busy weekend for you.
It is. It is.
Starting off bright and early, but then
it starts tomorrow.
Yeah.
Getting it all set up and everything. Yeah.
If somebody wanted to be involved with Artie Fest, go to the same site as I posted on here.
Yep, artiefest.org.
If they want to
send us a message,
be a part of it.
We would love to have you. I'm actually going off the board.
Really? Wait, who's going to be my point of contact from?
Probably. We've got a couple.
Okay.
A couple people. And I don't. Our goodness.
Someone local.
Yes, everybody. I went to Martinsville.
Sure.
She is she's brand new, and I'm ashamed to say that I can't.
You're locking up on me here, aren't you?
It's age. It's what you get when you get old. It's like I got over 60, and I just can't remember anything anymore.
ArtieFest.org. I'm going.
Yeah.
And see if its names are on there.
She's wonderful. Let me check my email. I think I have her on my. Oh, Allison Schilling.
Okay.
Yeah. So Allison is new this year to the board, and we have Jason Scott, his wife, Michelle. That's Scott's daughter, Michelle. they're on the board, and so Jason, he's the one who organized.
Very cool.
Yes, they've done a great job with that. I'm hoping next year that we can at least one of our cars to the car show.
That would be very interesting for sure. All right. Well, I know the runners will run right past my house and I'll tell you this. Saturday's a work day for me up in my normal. And if I get home in time, I'll come over there and go live like I did last year. And hopefully we'll have a big crowd this year compared to last.
Yes.
And I want to get some of
We're
that.
back downtown,
yes,
everybody.
Back downtown. And there's music all day at the venue starting at 3 o'clock to 9 o'clock roughly. You have Phil Purley and the Phil Purley Trio. If you've not heard Phil, Phil's been in studio several times. Rose O'Neill at 4:30. Main Street, that's Tom Fillery's group. And then you've got Deadline at 7:30. It should be a fantastic day. Rain's going to go maybe in the morning and then be gone all day. It's going to be a little hot, but not like it was today and tomorrow. So
let's just hope that rain doesn't give us a steam bath.
Hey, normally this is the start of the fair weekend, so we can't complain about, it's too hot, I'm not going outside, because normally we're parked over the fairgrounds sweating to the oldies.
Yes,
so.
Yes. So,
well, Lori,
so we hope we see you there. Yeah.
I'll be there. I'll get there one way or another at some point in time.
Awesome.
And I know it goes till 9 o'clock, so I definitely will be there. Pop in and go live and say hey.
Yeah. We'll have great fun. And your kids will have a blast.
And it's back downtown, so
yes.
And it's at the venue, majority of it, so.
Yeah, we're very excited because Martinsville, has made some great improvements downtown. And I like seeing that venue. It's a fantastic space.
Yes, it is.
So I'm very excited that we realize that we thank town of Martinsville so much for that. And, letting us utilize that for Artie Fest. It's
good deal.
Yeah.
Thank you as always.
Thanks, guys.
I will see you Saturday.
Kevin.
And this is it. Next year I'll be irritating somebody else when they come in. So no, we'll get you back in because we want to talk race cars and Cummings.
Oh yes. I'm happy to talk race cars and Cummings.
Right. Well, Lori, thank you. Good luck Saturday. I'll see you down there. Thank you guys so much. Love you guys.
See you later.
And we will see you Saturday down at Artie Fest. Yeah.